Hi, this is Sonu Kumar Gupta, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, MITS. So, now I'm going to start a topic Introduction to Experimental Model Analysis. So, here content is Introduction, Frequency Response Function, Experimental Setup and Instruments, Natural Frequencies and Mode Shapes. An example that is a cantilever beam, then summary, references, and feedback. So, here Introduction. What is experimental model analysis? So, experimental model analysis is a technique used in structural dynamics and mechanical and civil engineering to determine the dynamic characteristics. So, determine the dynamic characteristics. It tells the condition of any structures, any civil engineering or mechanical structures or aeronautical structures. So, this contains natural frequency, damping ratio, and mode shapes of a structure through experimental measurement. So here mostly we are going to discuss about natural frequencies and mode shapes. So this is a model structures. Here it is taken impact hammer and accelerometer that by applying the impact hammer going to have a response. So this is a pictorial representation of model structure. So frequency response function, actually what it is, frequency response function is a analysis. Frequency response function is a measure of how much displacement, velocity, or acceleration response a structure has. And FRF is defined as a ratio of Fourier transform of an output response x omega divided by the Fourier transform of input force f omega. This caused the output. Means here that we are going to analyze the structure in frequency domain. So this is a model structures and setup to record the frequency response. So we have one instrument that is called Bruel and Cager, and this is connected with impact hammer and accelerometer. And here an example has been taken, that is a cantilever beam. So here B&K module with 5 channels, but we are going to use only 2 channels. One channel is connected with impact hammer and another channel is connected with the accelerometer. So as I told that we are going to study about natural frequency and mode shape. So the rate of which an object vibrates when it is disturbed is known as its natural frequency. A basic harmonic accelerator can be used to simulate an object inherent frequency. So resonance occurs in the system when the imposed frequency and the natural frequency are equivalent. Then mode shapes, the relative displacement of every component of a structure for a certain mode is represented by a mode shape, which is a deflection pattern associated with a specific natural frequency. So for every natural frequency at resonant, it gives a different mode shapes. Means for a range of natural frequency, we may have different mode shapes like mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, and we may have number of mode shapes. So here it is taken a model testing and its response. So this is a cantilever beam and we have taken 3 points. So for these 3 points, we are going to record the response for this structure. So as it is connected with accelerometer, which is this are accelerometer indicated by red, and here this is a hammer, that one is black, green and red. So this is just for presentation, but while we are going to record the response, first we will hit a hammer at a point where it's indicated by red, and then we're going to record the response. Again we're going to repeat at for second point, and similar procedure going to adopt for third point. So after having this impact and response, we may have this frequency. So it is shown as 0 to 800 Hz and log FRF. In logarithmic, we have a frequency response function that I can say in second one that we are going to record the response as a displacement uh, with respect to frequency. So here pictorial representation of model structure, frequency response, that to log FRF, frequency response, that imaginary part. So here figure C shows the imaginary part that we are going to use to construct mode shapes of the cantilever beam. So again here to construct mode shapes, here just we are going to adapt the procedure how to record the response. After recording the response, just we are going to take only imaginary part of the frequency response, and as uh, in this figure B, we can see that here we have a number of peaks. We have 3 peaks for this window. So first peak indicates the first mode, second peak indicates the second mode, and third peaks indicate the third mode. So as we are going to impact the hammer on the structure at first point, so we have this windows. So for every response, we are going to connect first point, that will give first mode, and if we will connect second point for every response, it will give second mode, and same way if we will connect the third point for every window, we will have third mode. So this is represented here in figure number B. So next here we have taken an example of cantilever beam. So how we are going to record the frequency response to know the dynamic characteristics of the structure. So for any structure, you can have a modal analysis to record the dynamic response. So here for an example, here it is taken a cantilever beam, and this is a structure. So this is a specimen, and it is fixed with a platform to make it cantilever. And then it is attached with a accelerometer, and impact hammer is used to excite this structure. So this is a free. After having excitation by the impact hammer, it's going to vibrate freely, and then we're going to record the response. So while you are recording the response, so we have natural frequencies for this cantilever beam. As we have recorded at the first mode, we have natural frequency 18 Hz. For second mode, we have natural frequency 112 Hz, and third mode we have natural frequency 313 Hz. So it may extend, but we need to select the range of natural frequency up to our convenience. So after having this experiment, uh, we have this mode shapes, that is first mode shape, second mode shape, and third mode shapes. So here it is taken the natural frequency 0 to 520 Hz, and I've recorded. So this is the beam length from fixed end in mm. So that beam is taken in mm, and as we have a result that of mode safe for mode 1, mode 2, and mode 3. So in summary, I can tell the modal analysis is conducted to study the dynamic characteristics, that is natural frequency and mode shapes. So here only two parameters have been taken to analyze the structures. So if there is any variation in the structure or any damages occurring in the structure, so this mode shape and natural frequency going to change. So what is our uh, finding, that we are recording the responses for the for a particular structures. If there is any changes in the structures, that our dynamic characteristics is going to change. So that strategy we are going to adopt if we have to analyze damage in the structure. So this is very important for the students and for any listeners who are working in this field. The experimental procedure is illustrated using B and K data logger, impact hammer, and unidirectional accelerometer. That accelerometer we called sensor. So we are going to install this accelerometer to record the dynamic characteristics, that is natural frequency and mode shape. The natural frequency and mode shape is developed through modal parameters to study the modal behavior of a modal beam specimen. So here it is taken some references and according to that this experiment is conducted. So we have four references and that we can go through these references and you can have some idea about our study. Thank you. Thank you.